One question that often comes up whenever I work with somebody who has multiple locations is, should we have all those locations under one website, or should each location have its own website? And the answer is that it should be under one website. And there are a couple of reasons for that. And the first reason is that when you spread out the different websites across all the different locations, let's say you have 10 locations, then you are also separating the SEO value of your website. You're actively working against yourself, especially if the different locations are all under the same brand. And so what happens is Google's going to look at this specific website and this other specific website. And even though they're the same brand, they're going to have to rank against each other. And that's true for the AI platforms as well. They would rather see one entity under one roof than a bunch of fragmented websites. And the other reason is from an operational perspective. If you have 10 different websites, then you have to pay hosting and you have to register the domain for each of those websites. And anytime you want to make an update, you have to go into each individual website every time and update it. Whereas if you have the websites under one roof, then you only have one domain name, you only have one hosting cost, and you can go in and update all the different locations from one place. And so from an operational perspective, you're going to save a lot of money and time, especially if your goal is to eventually add more locations. So you'll see this a lot with DSOs, dental support organizations, or franchise owners. If your goal is to have more locations, then imagine if you got to 100 locations and you're paying the cost for all of those things, for the hosting, the domain name, the ongoing management of those websites. That becomes a nightmare. And if you ever want to sell your business, then you're selling that fragmented tech stack to a new owner who has to come in and then consolidate all those websites into one website. And so if you already have your website that way, if it's already spread out across different domains for each location, then you want to do a website migration. That one thing is going to improve your SEO. It's going to improve your AI visibility. It's going to improve your operational costs, and it's going to make your brand a lot more seamless. And again, the important part here is that as you add more, it's going to become even easier to add more. When you add a new location in, they get the instant benefit of the strength of that unified brand, instead of being siloed over here or over there and having to rank for everything on their own. And websites, when they get indexed and registered and there's time built into them, that's when they become strong. So if a website's been around for 5 years, it's a lot stronger than a brand new website because it's had more time to be indexed and had more time to gain website authority. And so if you plug in a new location to an already strong website that has been building authority for the past couple of years, that new location is going to instantly benefit, and your SEO rankings are going to go up quickly, and you're going to expand your reach as an organization instantly just by adding that new location. So as soon as Google indexes it and everything like that. And the way that you do that is you just create location pages. So you have your homepage and then you have location pages for each location. And if you can imagine, some of the biggest franchises in the world, like Chick-fil-A, for example, is the one that I always think of for some reason because I love their food. But Chick-fil-A, imagine if they had a separate website for each of their locations. That would be an absolute nightmare. But everything is housed under one place. And so, like I said, if you're in this situation, you want to consolidate and do a website migration, there's a way to do it with the right redirects. And you want to make sure that you consider all of the SEO perspectives and angles, but also the technical operation side, like the tech underneath it. You want to make sure that those all talk together in the future. And if you don't have your website yet, if you're thinking about having a website and you have multiple locations, then that's your answer. Your answer is that you want all of them to be housed under one website with location pages. And if you look at the strong franchises, the strong DSOs, the strong brands, this is how they do it. They have it all under one location, and you can have thousands of locations under one site as long as you have a directory. A lot of these companies have a kind of a search directory when you get to that point. But there is no better move that I can think of from an SEO perspective, from an operations perspective, than consolidating those websites. Like the long-term value of that is so high. And if you were paying an SEO agency to help you increase your rankings for all 10 of your different locations, that one thing, consolidating the websites, will do more for your SEO than actively trying to rank all of those separate domains. And then you just have this fragmented brand. So I'm a big believer in consolidating, in centralizing. And every time that I see a situation where every single location has its own website, it just becomes so hard to maintain. And the companies who can keep their locations under one roof do so much better. And I have clients that have multiple locations and are getting the benefits from those locations being under one roof. And we have added locations after the website was done, and adding them was so simple. It was adding a new location page, and then that location instantly benefited from all the work we did from those previous locations. And the next time that they're ready to add a new location, which will happen in the future, it'll be so easy to go in and add a new location page. And then the brand just gets stronger and stronger over time. And people only go to one website to do business with you. They don't have to go to separate places. And it's easy to keep the messaging clean. If you have unique things that you need per location, it's really easy to add those in. And you can even add sub pages under those locations if needs be. Like if you need a team page for that location, you can do that with content management systems. They're designed for that. They're designed to handle these locations at scale. And so there's already solutions in place that make this really easy and really simple. So I wanted to go into quite a bit of detail today just to talk about how this works and why that is the right decision, because I've been asked that many times. Like, what do we do? Do we have a website for each location, or do we add them all together? The answer is, I would say 100% of the time, you want to make sure that you have them all under one location for all those reasons that I mentioned and more. So that's what I have for today's video. If you need help with website migration, or if you need help getting a website up that has multiple locations, that's something that I can help you with, and would love to help you achieve that goal.